Stackable buildings that secure into place for your sci-fi, wargaming, and RPGs. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, Cyber World? It's Craft Nicks. I'm Nick. It's a tabletop hobby spot where we craft everything from the brain to the game. And in this video, I'm gonna be crafting some stackable sci-fi buildings to go with yesterday's modular streets. Now, if you're interested in those, I'm gonna link it right there. I hope that works. So I built some templates here. See if you can see this. But I'm gonna link it in the links below. Drop it in the links below. It's gonna be down there mixed up with some other stuff that maybe you go click. That'd be cool. This is a complete 4x4 building. So all you need is this one page and you get some nice blocks and they'll stack like Legos. Or you could go for the 8x4 or maybe even an 8x8, print two of these. It's your choice. Let me say no more and let's get to the build. Man, come close, get down here. Gotta choose better angles. Alright, we just cutting this. Oh, here I go. Oh, one more thing. It's obvious, but you know, the hexagons are shaped that way. You can cut them however you want, you know? Plus, when you cut this out, you'll have the piece and you can transfer that to anywhere you like. Hey guys, so I was just about to cut all my templates off camera thinking that nobody wanted to see it. And then I got some feedback on my other video that said I should do a little more explaining. So thanks, Jay, for that. It was golden, man. I'm just going to explain a little bit what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show some cuts, what I think is the best way to cut this. It's a little tedious, right? But once you got it, right? It's crafted, it's done. We're making these cuts along, almost to the edge of each line here. And then when we get around the whole hexagon, we're going to backtrack and make sure that we cut into those corners there. The second thing is I was thinking about this door. Now, if I cut this door out all the way, I won't have a flush square. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top half of this. It's almost creeping. Hey. Let's get to the board. Come on. Alright, I'm at the point right now where I have the 4x4 building done. These are going to stand 3.5 tall. Just the arbitrary number that I chose. However, it's important that the template is for cardboard. Now, I'm going to do a separate video for the foam board because I think I got a little technique that maybe some seen, some haven't. I hope that it inspires people to switch gears or whatever, but depending on what material you're using, I have templates for both. I hope I'm covering all templates. So if I'm not, or you have any suggestions on the template, leave them down below. Let's switch to the B-roll here because the double corrugated cardboard should be 1/4 inch. Now you want to go check that when you start yours and make sure that that's the right thing, but should be 1/4 inch. Now you have a 1/4 inch on both sides, right? For the side walls, that's a 1/2 inch. That's why your side walls, are 3.5. This is going to just make it easier. However, when we get to the cladding part, we're going to have to do something with a thin clad because we want these to stack and we don't want anything protruding too far. That's a lot. That's a mouthful. Let's get building again. Come on. All right, I finished cutting out all those little hexes, and I really want to assemble them and start building them, you know, just see them stack up. But I'm gonna fight the urge there. And what I'm gonna do instead is, I think it's gonna be more efficient for me to clad the inside now, double corrugated, 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna do 1/4 inch strips. I'm gonna do it in cardstock. But if you're out there, any thin paper will do. Probably not loose leaf. Probably want something a little thicker, at minimum, computer paper. And I'm gonna make some cuts also for the front. I'm gonna decorate the front like I did in my previous video. Let's get to the montage. All right, so after fighting with the little wisps there, it took 6 minutes. All right, excuse the shaky camera. While that's drying, which should be fairly quick because it's cardboard, I'm gonna start making some designs so I can start putting it on the face. I'm gonna have the green underneath and the white on top. I'm gonna keep it simple. I pulled up a reference. I just typed in white sci-fi flooring, found one that's easy, and I'm gonna just replicate that. Not to the T, but enough to get me started. Just gonna go ahead and put this in the square here so I can get my measurements. These are your half points, and let's start drawing. So one of the designs, let's keep it simple too. So we'll do here, You can use a ruler. I'm just gonna freehand it. Bam, that's one design. Put that off. Next one, let's do a box with a line. This one, I might bring out the ruler for. Do this quick. Now this will be my box, and I will make my line from here to there. I'm gonna erase some just so that you can see is we got this design. All right, we're just gonna keep going. All right, let's do something funky here. We're gonna measure the 1/4. All right, we'll measure the half. And we'll do it on the other side. Do the same thing, but we're gonna cross pattern it. More lines you make, the more cuts you make. All right, and you can see here that I put the panels, I flipped them over from our design, and then I put them on tape so that when I spray them, they don't go flying away. Oh, there's overlap. There you go. So the idea is that I spray this side and I still have my cut lines on the other side to make the cuts when I start applying them to the facade of the building. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some tape. As soon as I could pick it, go the length, and rip it, take a tile, and flip it. And then I'm just gonna keep going. All right, we're ready to move on to the facade here. I got my scissors, got my X-Acto blade, gonna need that, and got my glue brushes. Gonna need that. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I tried a couple of different techniques. I was trying to make it more efficient so I could recommend one good one for you guys that if you decide to do this craft that you would get a head start on it. And I think this is the one. All I do is I take my finished side here, face up, and I'm gonna put it in the corner. Flip it over and go ahead and outline it. Like so. Now you got the outline. I think we're gonna go here. So come down and then straight through. Since we have our original outline cut, I'm gonna match that up first. We knew we had overhang, that's all right. Cut that off when it dries and just line it up. The nice thing about this is that we're gonna spread the glue here. We know we're only gonna spread it in one of the quadrants. I'm gonna lay the window piece first. That's gonna set everything else in place. Let's add those little bits. Now I've just been rotating them. As you guys can see here, I'm gonna pull the camera off. Just doing a rotation, letting one dry, doing the next. I'll see you when these are finished. Just finished the facade and now I'm gonna color stain my windows. Two ways to do it. The easiest way is with the Sharpie. And the way I think I'm gonna use is this Tamiya. Oh man, that's crusty. Ugh. So I just decided on the fly that I'm gonna use the second one with the marker. I'm gonna see the difference. This is just some plastic from toys or packaging. See, this one's a little thicker here. Go ahead, glue this. So one of the drawbacks was that I guess my marker started to dry up a bit with the overuse. I like how this came out, but I'm not sure it could hold up.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Most important thing here is that I marked the tops. And that's gonna be important because the windows are slightly at a level where the miniature can see them. I'm gonna start with the back side. Now the side pieces are going to go into the back and front. So we're not gonna overlap like that. That's why these are shorter at 3.5. 1/4 inch. You got 3.5, and this will have another 1/4 inch. Altogether, you have 4, 4, 4 going all the way around. We'll go ahead and put this hot glue. I'll put it on the side that has less surface area. Now to move on to what I call the spacers. The spacers we're going to put on before the roof so that the roof can cover the whole thing. The parapet walls are going to be cladding the whole roof. This spacer's purpose is just to give the roof some extra wiggle room. And what I mean by that is when you go to stack them, you're not precise in your cuts. No DIY is truly, truly precise. And if you are precise, I want to meet you and shake your hand. What this will do is it allows some tolerance when you stack your buildings, and it'll just make sure that each one will stack upon each other. What I do is, all I did was I did 1/4 inch strip chipboard. I'm going to go ahead and run a thin bead of hot glue, and I'm going to push up. I want the hot glue to go towards the top. I don't want it to spill out the bottom. All right. Now, hot glue is still hot, so we're going to wipe it down. We're going to roll it in our fingers so we don't get burned. And hopefully we have enough time to make it flush. That was pretty good. Did it on the first shot. Go ahead, flip it around. That's the one thing about hot glue that I love, right? It dries real quick. You can keep moving. Bam. All right, now that we have both of these, we can go ahead and cut this to length. Get it to the bottom and push it up. We want that hot glue to go towards the roof. We don't want it going down our work. That's nice and flush. We are almost there, guys and ladies. So how I'm gonna do this to get it exact is I'm gonna just measure it up and I'm gonna do each one individually. Nice and flush. Now we're gonna get it designed. So if we go 1/8 in and 1/8 in, now we're just gonna confirm the height of the spacer and the roof. And we're sitting at 1/2. Not sure if that can come out in the camera. However, let's go ahead and measure that 1/2. Let's do 3/4 down. Also keep in mind, you can do any design you want, right? Obviously. Make it easier on yourself or make it more detailed on yourself depending on how you want to flex. But we do know that in between here is 4 inches. 1. And we will build out from there. I got it lined up and I'm gonna go out 1/2 inch, out 1/2 inch, and the other way around. So I have my 1/2 inch here, I have my 1/2 inch here, my 1/2 inch here, and my 1/2 inch here from the 1 and the 3 mark. No, we're gonna add one more line to this. We are going to go from the 1 and the 3. We measured the 1/2 inch in, so we're gonna meet in the middle here and do the 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Do the same thing here. Join them up. Now, gonna go ahead and cut this. You would just go ahead and repeat that process. However, I'm gonna try to shortcut here. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna line these up and pin these together. And we'll just go ahead and cut. Let's draw these lines. Try to get as close as we can to our cutout. And we have our walls. Now, the easy part is, this is 4x4. I think we're just gonna keep shortcutting, go all the way around. Use the one that you did use before as the template and just keep going with the same one. This will give you a more uniform cut. If you keep using the different one, the new one, those margins of error are gonna multiply on you. Get as close to those lines as possible and create those sharp turns. I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna decorate with these. These are the offcuts. So I like to use offcuts and scraps while they're already on the table. After that, throw them away. So the final step before we put it all together is making these doors. Reason I waited to the end was to see how much clearance I got on the side. So I'm just gonna put a piece in there and I'm gonna mark it in between the window and here. This will give me space to glue it onto here. I'm also gonna mark up here. I'm gonna leave some overhang so I can glue this side to the top because I don't have much gluing space over here. Everything is flushed. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna come down. Make sure it doesn't move. Come down. I think I'm gonna use this line instead. I'm also gonna try to keep it flush with here because everything is flush right now. Just get some glue, make it do what it do. We can go ahead and chop this off because this isn't gonna get glued. That's just for our backing. It'll sit just like that. Let's go ahead and spray this and we can do our final assembly and be done with it. And hit the table. This is it, folks. We've reached the finale. Right at the finale, I forget to hit the record button. Rookie mistake. Let's put this last piece in, make sure I'm recording. And let's get this in. Finally, the moment we all craft for, to hit the table. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for taking this ride with me. This was a craft that I was really excited for, and I can't wait to build more and flesh this city out. Remember to get your templates down below. I'm not sure exactly where I'm hosting it at the time of this recording, but I'll definitely have that by the time of the posting. Make sure you link with me on the social medias. They're on the links below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and if you do build these, I'd love to see what you guys do and your guys' take. I just believe in passing the inspiration around. Make sure you like this video if you like it. It just helps people like you and me find you and me. Share it if you see something out there that you think that my video will help. I would love for you guys to share it. Also, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. This is what we're going to be doing. Everything from terrain to the game. And also, I have a Patreon open. I would love you guys to come and visit. I'd love for you guys to consider supporting me and helping me grow. The support will go a long way to helping me secure better equipment and me being able to allocate more time and dedication, just bringing the content that you guys deserve so that we can all build a better table for those that come around those tables. I really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, let me know below. I'd love to hear the feedback. Hearing the feedback gives me a place to go and a direction to take this channel. And one last thing, make sure you grab those templates below. I would love to see what you guys do with them. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.